And we're back with more Dragon Age Origins. So yeah, so I can actually talk to people here and investigate. With a press of a button I can highlight things that I can interact with.
Greetings, my lord. You are the Terran's son, are you not?
I can talk to people. How is it? How is it that you don't know who I am?
I am a member of Alhao's personal guard. The rest of the Al's forces are expected tonight. I understand you shall take charge of your father's castle once we march.
That doesn't answer my question. That's a little nosy.
I apologize. Good evening, my lord.
What about this other guard?
Good evening, my lord.
Okay, never mind. That's weird. A guy, if these two are supposed to be in Arlhouse's personal guard, they should at least know that I am Darren Bryce Cousland's son.
Good evening, my lord.
Shouldn't you be off to your brother, as I asked?
Is sending all our forces south a good idea?
When the king demands it. In fact, not sending our forces south would be a distinctly bad idea. Don't worry, pup. You shouldn't see many problems, but I want you to prepare the men left here, in case.
In case of what?
Legends of the Blights tell of horrible things. These darkspawn once threatened many lands. If we can't hold them, you must prepare for the worst.
And what can I do with a handful of gods?
I trust you to do what is best. And don't be afraid to ask your mother's advice. She's Ferelden born, strong, just as you are. But let's not speak of ominous things.
If she's Ferelden born, who are you?
And the Maker will watch over us.
Where do you think? No, well, I already know where Fergus is, so I'm not even gonna bother to ask. Let's talk to Alhao.
Yes?
How long have you and father been friends?
We fought together under King Marek when he drove the Orlesians out of Ferelden. Heady times. The years since have not held the same promise. It's not something a youth would understand. It will be good to ride beside your father again.
You knew King Marek?
Your father hasn't spoken of our time with him? That man took care of his friends. As they say, he was large as life and twice as tall. It's too bad Kalen isn't half that.
You don't think much of King Kalen.
I think of him as much as he thinks at all.
That's enough, Hal. You speak of our king.
Oh, the boy did ask, your lordship, as per the latitude you allow. I merely offered my opinion.
So yeah, King Kalen is King Marek's son. So King Marek died and King Kalen became king. And as you can see, some of the nobility doesn't think too highly of him. Your daughter is interested in me.
The topic has come up from time to time. The young and their infatuations.
I got the impression Delilah didn't like me.
I'm sure that was years ago. People change. To be honest, I have no expectations. And your father seems determined to let you find your own way. If something did happen, well, we'd address it as befits a family of our stature.
I think I'd like that.
I'm sure there will be much to discuss once I return.
I trust the delay with your men is nothing serious.
Poor weather, I believe. Their progress has been slow, but it's nothing you need worry about.
You told my father the delay was your fault.
In a manner of speaking. If I had reinforced our border levies earlier, my troops could have left before the rains. I confess, My confidence in your father allowed me some complacency. I guess that makes it as much his fault.
I just wanna wish you well, Alhau.
I thank you. That is quite unnecessary.
I'm sorry, but I believe your father wishes to talk to the Arl and myself alone.
I was hoping to ask you a quick question or two.
Very well. I doubt your father would mind a slight delay.
Are there really darkspawn in the south?
Indeed. We spotted a horde assembling in the Korkari Wilds not 3 weeks ago. Luckily, King Cousland took us at our word and marshaled Ferelden's forces quickly. The first battles have already been fought. Your father and I must move quickly.
How many darkspawn are there?
Thousands. Perhaps 10,000 or more in this horde. Normally the darkspawn stay in the deep roads. It bodes ill that so many risk the surface.
How much danger are Fergus and my father in?
Well, I understand the first battles have gone easily.
Indeed. Are the Grey Wardens sure this is a blight and not simply some large darkspawn raid?
No archdemon has been sighted yet, my lord. But with my entire soul, I believe this is a blight.
I wish we shared your faith. I suppose we shall see for ourselves once we arrive at the King's camp.
Would you really recruit me into the Grey Wardens?
Of course. You are young, skilled, and eager for battle. Or so I heard. The Grey Wardens do not recruit simply anybody, and I intend no flattery when I say you show promise. The old treaties allow me to conscript you even against your father's wishes, but I will not do so. Our order is too small to risk animosity with Ferelden's nobility.
I'm glad I am to hear it.
It's tempting, your lordship, but I'm content to see what other candidates your castle offers.
Did you really come all this way to see Sir Gilmore?
I have only found a couple of worthy candidates in my travels across Ferelden. Your father invited me here, suggesting this Sir Gilmore. If he is not suitable, I will head south and join up with the king.
You know the king?
Not well. King Cousland is an eager young man who has shown great wisdom in responding to the Darkspawn threat.
I've heard he is a bit enraptured with the Grey Warden legend, and that is why he caters to your order.
How? That is unworthy of you.
He only repeats what we've all heard. Whatever the king's reasons, I'll take his support. The priority is defeating the Darkspawn before they threaten all of Ferelden.
I'll leave you alone then.
Until we speak again.
Nice. So I think we've exhausted all the dialogue here. So let's move on. And let's go explore a bit. There's actually a couple of places we can visit. And there's a chapel. And yeah, there's some books that we can read. They're the reward with XP. So there's one over there. Can I talk to you guys?
Evening, my lord.
Evening. Mother Mellel.
Prepare a place for us. Redeem our world from sin. Forgive our transgressions.
Maker, forgive us all.
Have you come to pray for your brother and father? I'd be happy to ask for the Maker's blessings with you.
If it will make you feel better.
Would it not make you feel better?
I don't think anyone hears our prayers, Mel.
The prophet Andraste herself once doubted the path before her. Perhaps we should pray as she did. Creator of the heavens, world and seas, we beseech you.
Are you kidding
Your
me?
son is astray, lost in the wood of desolation. May the flame of your truth guide him home. So let it be.
So let it be.
I sincerely hope your soul is at ease. Now I shall pray for your father and your brother. Join in if your heart compels you. Creator of the sky, the land and the sea. Hear your people in our time of need.
Maker, watch over us.
Let no man have cause to fear the shadows. Let their souls be lifted upon your return. So let it be.
Maker, forgive us all.
There now. I'll be keeping a vigil tonight. You're welcome to come. There are many more who must receive the Maker's blessings before they leave. If you would excuse me.
Could you answer a few questions?
I cannot. Many await my attendance before they march into the unknown.
I am the Lord's son. You will answer all the questions that I want to ask. So we got a goddess entry. So yeah, Maker is basically the god of this world.
Good evening, my lord.
So yeah, people pray for him or whatever it is. There's no proof of him existing, but everyone still prays to him. Just like in real life people are praying to all kinds of deities, but there are no proof that they actually exist.
All right.
Servant.
Castle is so eerie with everything.
Another servant.
We'll be up very late tonight, so the
But in my opinion you can believe what you want. I don't wanna get involved. I don't wanna get involved in that stuff. That's just my opinion. But yeah, anyway. Let's go up here.
Good evening, my lord.
That's locked. Unfortunately, I ain't a rogue, so I can't open up locked doors.
Oh, my lord, we were just,
Playing cards.
well, the treasury's safe. I'm not even sure why the Terran stationed us here.
Don't worry about it, man. I won't say anything.
We appreciate that, my lord. Thank you.
This door's locked. It requires a key, but we'll get that key sooner or later. Can't do it right now, though.
There you are. Your mother told me the Terran had summoned you, so I didn't want to interrupt.
Hello to you too, Sir Gilmore.
Pardon my manners, my lord. It's simply that I've been looking all over the castle for you. I fear your hound has the kitchens in uproar once again, and is threatening to leave.
Oh, so why look for me? Do something.
You know these Mabari hounds. They listen only to their master. Anyone else risks having an arm bitten off.
He knows better than to hurt anyone.
I'm not willing to test that. You're quite lucky to have your own Mabari warhound, you know. Smart enough not to talk, my father used to say. Of course, that means he's easily bored. Nan swears he confounds her just to amuse himself. At any rate, your mother would have me accompany you until the matter is settled, shall we?
To the kitchen then.
Just follow the yelling. When Nan's unhappy, she makes sure everyone knows it.
So yeah, this is Sir Gilmore. He's the guy that Duncan was looking for in order to recruit the Grey Wardens, if he's suitable. And apparently he's a pretty skilled swordsman. Otherwise the Terran wouldn't have recommended him to Duncan. So yeah, let's
All right.
do some exploring. There's a book here. And let's talk to Aldos.
Hello, my dear boy. By chance, I am beginning to teach these young squires about your family's history.
Do we have to? History is boring.
Boys, you are referring to the Couslands, the very family in whose castle you live. Show some respect.
They could do with some discipline.
Perhaps you could help me with that. Might you join me in teaching this lesson?
Crap. I'm quite familiar with the subject matter.
Perhaps you could make the topic more palatable for these lads. and their minuscule intellects.
I doubt that's possible. Very well.
Wonderful. Oh, the Cousland history is long indeed. Where shall we start?
When was our line founded?
Records are vague, but the Couslands became Tierns during the Black Age. Is that familiar, child?
during the lycanthrope plagues.
Good. I'm pleased some of my lessons.
I can't believe I get to answer that with 10 cunning.
The minor title of Ban. When the werewolves reached this area, Ban Mather Cousland organized a curfew and patrols within the city. Several other local bands supported his efforts by swearing oaths of fealty, making him their Tiern.
We predate the founding of the kingdom, yes?
Well, I'm glad some of my lessons don't disappear into that yawning chasm between your ears, young man.
It's your skill as a tutor, of course.
If I were truly a skilled tutor, I suspect I would not encounter such insouciance amongst my pupils.
Using the big words.
You can look that up later. At any rate, your family has held the tournure of High Ever since before King Calenhad united Ferelden. In fact, Tierna Elethea Cousland battled Calenhad to maintain High Ever's independence.
And Calenhad let us keep the Turner?
Calenhad wished to unite Ferelden, not conquer it. After Elethea's men were defeated, Calenhad asked her to swear fealty. The boulder where they held council still stands today as a memorial of that event.
We oppose the king?
The Couslands are ardent royalists now, but at that time, Calenhad was unknown and considered dangerous by many. When Calenhad's army reached High Ever, Tierna Elethea led the local bands against him.
If I remember correctly, Calenhad was the first king of Ferelden. The first guy to actually unite Ferelden into a kingdom. Okay, so tell about our relationship with Arl Howe.
The history between the Couslands and the Howes reaches back to the Orlesian occupation.
Go on.
During the rebellion against Orlais, several battles were fought near High Ever. The port village of Harper's Ford was the tourneur's center. Its Arl was Tarleton Howe. Though nearly 90, he was still as sharp and bitter as cheap ale. Your grandfather openly supported the rebellion, but Howe sided with Orlais. Your family was forced to seize Harper's Ford before it was all over.
Unfortunate, but we couldn't lose Harper's Ford.
Correct. That caused a rift between the two families, as you might imagine. The Howes eventually joined the rebellion, when all of Ferelden united behind King Merrick and General Logain. Just as now we united behind Merrick's son, King Kaelin, to fight the Darkspawn.
Time to end the lesson, I think.
Thank you for indulging an old man.
Does that mean we have to listen to you now?
Silence! I will not have you two becoming smart-mouthed hooligans. Perhaps you should go. I doubt they need any more distraction. I'm just going to settle in here and apparently just talk to myself for all the good I can.
Well, I did talk quite a bit. Okay, so noble families of Ferelden, geography of Ferelden. Okay, there's nothing in this room anymore. So let's go over here. There's my mother and some guests, but we're gonna go over here first. Loot whatever we can find. Nothing here, unfortunately. We are now gonna go
Good evening, my lord.
to the kitchens. That's locked. So there's the cook.
Get that bloody mud out of the larder.
But mistress, it won't let us near.
If I can't get into that larder, I'll skin both of you useless elves. I swear it.
Calm down, good woman. We've come to help.
You and you. Your bloody mongrel keeps getting into my larder. That beast should be put down.
Maybe you should be put down.
What? That monster is in my larder, slobbering all over the bacon, and you're insulting me?
You're talking to the Lord.
Mistress, calm down, please.
You're talking to the Lord of Highever. Shut the fuck
I'll
up.
go and cook at some nice estate in the Banorn.
Man, please. We'll get the dog. Calm down.
I'm definitely gonna use my authority as a nobleman.
You two, stop standing there like idiots. Get out of the way.
Like a nobleman should. Alright, let's go to the larder. Get that dog.
Oh, look at that mess. How did he even get in here?
How smart boy you are. Are you trying to tell me something, boy?
He does seem like he's trying to tell you something.
Well, I just said that, goddammit. Name of the dog. 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 So let's do it. Doggy. Alright, so I have a doggy. Doggy with me. So alright, I can use the dog, so let's clean these rats up. Next. Nice. That's dead. Now you. So many rats. Boom.
Giant rats? It's like
And now we're all
every
bloody.
adventure tale my grandfather used to tell. Your hound must have chased them in through their holes. Looks like he wasn't raiding the larder after.
It's like we killed the rats and then rubbed their carcasses to our skin or something to get our bloody. Yeah. So my hound put me in danger. Great.
You've certainly done the castle a favour by rooting them out. But seeing as you've got your Mabari well in hand, I'll be on my way. I'm to prepare for the arrival of more of the Jarl's men.
I'm gonna be the most cynical lord of Highever. The most cynical lord Highever has ever seen. For sure. Okay, so let's loot the place. Sir Gilmore is gone. I didn't even pay attention to what he said. But yeah, I can talk to Doggy. And I can order him to do stuff. Can you do something about this gory mess? He's gonna wipe us clean with his tongue. Very hygienic and all that. So I can actually make him go look for stuff. Do you see anything interesting? And I believe in a larder there's actually some loot. Bottle of wine. Hello. Looks like I actually got some new items since I last checked. It gives me one skill point. Nice. Oh right, now I remember when I started up Origins, the game had an update. And that update actually looks like it gave me these. Yeah, okay. Okay, so I got some rings. Reduces hostility. That's actually good. So I got some rings, that's nice. A memory band. It has nothing, it's just a ring. Now this is good. 3 the constitution and fire region. I mean fire resistance. I want the extra HP from the constitution. This one is good. 1 health regeneration in combat. How much HP do I have? 155. I think the +1 is 1 per second. 1 to all attributes or armor penetration. I'm not gonna take the old attributes. Now I got a new helmet as well. I can use it all also. Two constitution, mental resistance, nice. Wait a minute, why can I use the... Oh right, because I got the extra attributes from this. I can wear the battle dress. Haha, that's fun. I'm gonna do that, and I'm gonna wear these as well. Well, I gotta say, I'm pretty gimped now. Yep. I'm pretty gimped. I gotta say that I'm gonna have a tough time dying. I got a wine bottle. It's a gift I can give to someone. Okay, let's see if you can find anything. If you can find anything else. Now I'm gonna use. Now you would think that it's cheap to use the DLC items that I got just there. I didn't find anything. In my opinion, because I'm playing on Nightmare, I'm gonna need every edge I can get. For
there
sure.
He is, as brazen as you please, licking his chops after helping himself to the roast, no doubt.
Yes, well, what can you do?
Look at him now. Snuck into my larder once again and makes off like a free thief, he does.
Oh, mistress, there are rats in the larder. Big ones.
Oh, looks like the dog killed them.
Oh, I bet that dog led those rats into there to begin with. Oh, don't even start with the sad eyes. I'm immune to your so-called charms.
So you say.
Here then. Take these pork bits and don't say that Nan never gives you anything. Bloody dog. Thank you, my lord. Now we can get to work. That's right, you two. Quit standing about.
Quest complete. Yay. So, let's go. I was kind of hoping that I would get a weapon as a DLC, but not yet. The former tome, I'm gonna use it right now. So I got a skill point, which means it's this. I can probably save it. Yes, I can save the skill point, can I? I probably can save the skill points because I want the other rank on coercion, so that means I need a level. I need to gain a level so I can get second rank in coercion. So let's go over here, talk to my mother.
And my dear Bryce bought this back from Orlais last year. The Marquis who gave it to him was drunk, I understand, and mistook Bryce for the king. Ah, here is my younger son. I take it by the presence of that troublesome hound of yours that the situation in the kitchen is handled?
Nan's head exploded and my hound ate the kitchen stuff. Yes, there were giant rats in the larder.
Ah, marvellous. Just the thing for my kids to hear right before dinner. Darling, you remember Lady Landra, Baron Lawrence's wife?
That's right.
I think we last met at your mother's spring salon.
Weren't you drunk?
I'm so proud of my pup's mastery of tact and diplomacy.
Well, it was a lovely salon, from what little I remember.
Which wouldn't be much, considering we had to pour you into the carriage afterwards.
You remember my son, Dyron. I believe you two sparred in the last tourney.
And you beat me handily, as I recall. It's good to see you again, my lord.
You're being modest. You fought very well.
And this is my lady-in-waiting, Iona. Do say something, dear.
It is a great honor, my lord. I have heard many wonderful things about you.
Don't look now, Eleanor, but I believe the girl has a crush on your lad.
Lady Landra.
Hush, Landra. You'll turn the poor thing scarlet.
Perhaps we should speak alone sometime, Iona.
As it pleases you, my lord.
I think perhaps I shall rest now, my dear. Dyron, I will see you and Iona at supper.
Perhaps we'll retire to the study for now.
Yes, do that.
Good evening, your lordship.
You should say goodbye to Fergus while you have the chance.
Did you know there's a Grey Warden here?
Yes, your father mentioned that. You haven't got it into your head that you want to be recruited.
Would that be so bad?
There's enough here at the castle to occupy you. I don't need you off chasing danger like your brother.
Do you know where Fergus might be?
If he's not out with his men, probably upstairs with Oriana.
Why can't I go with Father and Fergus?
I know it's difficult to stay in the castle and watch others ride off, but we must see to our duties first. You understand that, don't you?
I could make a difference.
You are here. Trust me, you'll get your chance for excitement soon enough.
Do you know where Fergus might be?
If he's not out with his men, probably upstairs.
Oh, I already asked this. I have a bad feeling about this.
As do I. Your father and brother are marching off to fight Maker knows what. All the assurances in the world don't comfort me, but it wouldn't help for us to take up arms and follow. Fergus and your father have their duty and we have ours.
Are you staying at the castle?
For a few days. Then I'll travel with Lady Landra to her estate and keep her company for a time. Your father thinks my presence here might undermine your authority.
I was about to suggest that myself.
Delightful. Then there's no argument. I love you, my darling.
Oh my god.
You know that, don't you?
I'm hardly a boy any longer.
Indeed. I turned around and here you are. A fine man in your own right. But that doesn't mean I have to like it. Go do what you must then. I will see you soon.
Okay, but before I go see Fergus, I want to go talk to that little woman that was interested in me. Because I can actually bang her. Oh, actually, she's over here. I'm actually gonna quick save too. In case I fuck something up. I can actually talk to this guy. I can actually bang both of these. I can bang Darren or I can bang Iona. I'm not gonna bang this guy, that's for sure. I ain't into that kind of stuff. I don't want to talk about books. Who's going? It was my grandfather's, but I come on here often to read.
So would I. Do you have a favorite book?
Art of Passionate Love. The Dragons of the Winter by Brother Timios.
Good choice. Timius's theory on the nature of
oh my god, he's a nerd.
Connect to Darkspawn is quite intriguing.
So you're going to be riding with my father tomorrow?
Yes, though I don't know when. I will leave when your father does. I'll ride as his second. A glorified squire, more or less. I'll care for his horse and armor and such. It's quite an honor.
You consider it an honor to do menial tasks?
Unlike you, I am no child of a great house. If I can rise within the ranks of your father's service, it is more than I could normally hope for. I'm a bit surprised
you have a point there.
You're not riding alongside your brother. Is that disappointing?
I have important duties here at the castle.
True enough. This is no small estate like my own. If you're interested, I shall record what I can during the battle. My writing skills may be lacking, but I hope to convey a true sense of the warrior's experience. Writing such an important work is one of my ambitions.
Will you actually fight?
I hope so. I admit to trepidation about facing Darkspawn, but I can't imagine an opponent more worthy of defeat.
Do you know anything about the Grey Wardens?
No more than anyone else. Is it true there is one here in the castle? Have you met him?
I really shouldn't say.
I'd join the Grey Wardens in a heartbeat. Can you imagine destroying the Darkspawn forever? Becoming a hero? But I'd never gain a Grey Warden's notice. I'll have to be happy under your father's command.
Let's talk about me. I like that topic.
I don't actually know you that well, my lord. I know of you, but that is not the same thing.
What have you heard about me exactly?
Everyone says you're more likely to succeed the Tan than your brother is. That the Cousland line has never been stronger. I don't know about here, but outside your castle, people discuss your family a great deal. Some say your father should have been king instead of Cousland.
Well,
but it is just talk, I think, born of affection for your father.
Well, yeah. I should go.
Of course, my lord. I am sure you have much to do yet.
Alright, now Codex entries for talking to him. We're gonna talk to Iona now.
That is a wonderful dog. He seems very noble and intelligent. Greetings once again, my lord.
You're very pretty, if I might say so.
My lord is very kind. Thank you.
I haven't seen many elven ladies in Waiton.
Lady Landra has been very good to me. I am lucky. If I may, your mother has no ladies in waiting herself. Is that usual for a noble woman of her rank?
She doesn't care to be fussed over.
That is not a sentiment I see amongst other noble women.
How did you come to know Lady Landra?
My family has been in service to hers for many years. Lady Landra elevated my place as a reward for our loyalty. I hope this position might pass to my daughter.
You have a daughter?
Forgive me, I shouldn't have mentioned her.
Tell me about her. Or maybe I should flirt. I bet she has your beautiful eyes.
She does. Many people say she looks a great deal like me. I'm the only one who sees her father in her.
You don't hope for more for your daughter?
I have risen very high for my people. I would not tempt fate by wishing more.
So yeah, looks like she's a city elf. And she basically come to service to Lady Landra basically as a servant maid or something. And now she's risen up the ranks, so to speak. Well, it sounds like Lady Landra has been good to you.
Lady Landra is good to her elven servants. That is not true in many households, but I hear it is in yours. It speaks well of your father to show such compassion.
Tell me more about yourself.
I am an open book, my lord. What would you like to know?
Where were you born?
Lady Landra's manor is not half so large as your castle, so my family lives in the alienage.
Do you enjoy living there?
There we do not stand out quite so much. In an alienage, my daughter learns what it means to be elven. As much as possible, so much of our history has been lost.
So yeah, the alienage is the elven slums in the capital city of Ferelden. What do you think of humans?
That is an awkward question. What do you mean?
Do you find them very different from your own people?
Sometimes, but to be honest, we elves have lost much of our history. Few speak our language anymore, and many do not know what being elven means. We live amongst you, worship as you do, sing the same songs, eat the same foods. I am a Ferelden woman, yet my race will always set me apart.
Is there anyone special back home?
No longer. I have little time for such things.
Surely you're well, it must get very lonely.
Sometimes, but I take comfort in time with my daughter.
I'd like to ask you something about something else.
Of course.
I think we should get to know each other better.
Aren't we doing just that? What else did you have in mind?
Something more intimate later on in my room.
I see. I think I might like that. If I come to your door once everyone is asleep, would that be agreeable, my lord?
Please call me Dick. Yes, that would be very agreeable.
Until tonight, then.
That's right. So now we get to bang her. That was easy. So now let's move up here. Gonna quick save. That's locked. You guard.
Good evening, my lord.
That's right. I'm the lord here. Open the door. Let's look at all the... Well, that's locked. That's my room. Can I actually go over here? Yeah, I can open this. Nothing there. That's locked. And there's my brother.
Really going to be a war, Papa? Will you bring me back a sword?
That sword, Oren. And I'll get you the mightiest one I can find, I promise. I'll be back before you know it.
I wish victory was indeed so certain. My heart is disquiet.
Don't frighten the boy, love. I speak the truth. And here's my little brother to see me off. Now dry your eyes, love, and wish me well.
You two are nauseating me. Just let me know when you two are finished.
When there's a woman in your life, you'll understand.
Who said I don't have one now?
Bold words, little brother. I mean a real woman, not a turn in the straw.
Fergus, language.
You like to play in the stable too, Uncle? I like to hide in the...
Don't you listen to this. If I catch you with your clothes full of straw again, I'll send you to Mother Malone.
But Mama, she talks forever.
Do you really think the war will be over quickly?
Word from the south is that the battles have gone well. There's no evidence that this is a true blight, just a large raid.
Could that be true?
I'll see for myself soon enough. Pray for me, love, and I'll be back within a month or two.
Did you know there's a Grey Warden in the castle?
Really? Was he riding a griffin?
Shh, Oren. Griffins only exist in stories now.
I'd heard that. Did he say why he's come?
He says he's recruiting.
Oh, if I were a Grey Warden, little brother, I'd have my eye on you. Not that Father would ever allow it.
I wish I could go with you.
I wish you could come. It'll be tiring killing all those darkspawn myself.
Surely your father would not place both his heirs in danger?
Mother and Father have been fighting about it for days. It's too bad. I could have used you at my side.
You'll be missed, brother.
If it's any consolation, I'm sure I'll freeze in the southern rain and be completely jealous of you up here, warm and safe.
I am positively thrilled that you will be so miserable, husband.
I bring a message. Father wants you to leave without him.
Then the Owl's men are delayed. You'd think his men were all walking backwards. Well, I'd better get underway. So many darkspawn to behead, so little time. Off we go then. I'll see you soon, my love.
I would hope, dear boy, that you plan to wait for us before taking your leave.
Be well, my son. I will pray for your safety every day you are gone.
A good shield would be more useful.
The Maker sustain and preserve us all. Watch over our sons, husbands and fathers, and bring them safely back to us.
And bring us some ale and wenches while you're at it. For the men, of course.
Fergus, you would say this in front of your mother?
What's a wench? Is that what you pull on to get the bucket out of the well?
A wench is a woman that pours the ale in a tavern, Oren. Or a woman who drinks a lot of ale.
Bryce, Maker's breath. I swear it's like living with a pack of small boys.
I'll miss you, mother dear. You'll take care of her, brother, won't you?
You'll need protecting more than her.
I agree. Especially if you get yourself hurt. I will never forgive you.
Now that is a good incentive, wouldn't you say?
Enough. Enough. Pup, you'll want to get an early night. You've much to do tomorrow.
Nice. Before I do that, I'm gonna loot the place. Nice. Is there anything else? Can I talk to anybody? I'm just gonna quick save.
Mama says you're going to be watching over us while Papa is gone. Is that true, Uncle?
I wish you would call me that. Yeah. Well, it's not going to be very exciting.
What if the castle is attacked? Will there be dragons?
Dragons are terrible creatures, Oren. They eat people.
Yeah, I want to see one.
This is your influence, Fergus.
What? I didn't say anything.
Are you going to teach me to use a sword, Uncle? Then I can fight evil too. Take that, dire bunny. Oh, darkspawn, fear my sword of truthiness.
Are you kidding me? You bet. Let's go.
Fergus, there are times your family causes me great pain.
Now, mind your mother, Oren.
I never get to do anything.
Don't worry, son. You'll get to see a sword up close real soon. I promise.
Damn it, I didn't get to play with the kids.
If you should need any assistance in the coming days, I would be glad to offer.
Best do as your father says, darling.
You should be on your way, Pup. Long day ahead tomorrow.
About this Grey Warden.
Ah, I was wondering how long this would take. Has he asked to recruit you?
And if he did?
If he did, then I would have to consider it. If a blight is truly upon us in the south, then Grey Wardens will be needed. There is no higher calling. If it comes to that, we can talk about it when I get back. Until then, just show him every courtesy. Duncan is a fine man. And a hero.
Are you sure you'll be alright?
Your brother and I go into battle, not an afternoon tea. Who knows what will happen to us? I will tell you, however. You're my cherished son.
Oh my god.
I love you.
He's talking like he's gonna die.
Completely to carry on the Cousland name if the worst should happen. But don't worry about me, dear boy. You'll have enough to occupy your mind while I'm gone.
That's right, I have a woman.
Woman
Woman that's gonna entertain me all night. Alright, Fergus.
Getting sent to bed early, are we?
I don't mind. Have someone waiting for me.
What? You sly dog.
Fergus, really?
It's the elven lass that arrived with Lady Landra, isn't it? Don't you tell me it isn't. At any rate, I'll miss you. Take care of everyone, and be here when I get back.
Nice. I'm actually gonna save right here. And... Castle Cousland 2. Castle Cousland 2. And end the video. So, see you next time.